Hi-ho, hi-ho. What up, guys? Good morning. Not a lot to say. Hi-ho, hi-ho. Off to work we go. Should have shaved this morning. So I'll be real honest with you guys. This job is just a paycheck for me. I've had worse jobs, though. As far as the Get Fit series, 195 this morning. I was pretty surprised to see 192.5 or 192.6 yesterday. 192.6. That was really unexpected to see that. I didn't think I'd get that low. But 195 this morning. Ate a decent amount of food before I went to bed last night, and I don't regret it. Lunch of champs. Gas and a milkshake. Haven't counted any calories on the Get Fit series for like the first 2 days I did, and I was like, yeah, I'm not counting calories. I do suggest it, though. Pretty ridiculous how much money I've been spending on fuel, though. Does it justify having a job? Yeah. We have got an air show. Bam. I love those turns. And that's as close a shot as we can get, even though with the computer we're probably looking at it really close right now, I have to guess. What up, guys? Just got off work. Probably should hit a weightlifting session tonight. Don't know how strong I'm going to be because, well, I really haven't ate that much food since my last session. Kind of just bare minimum. The after work weigh-in. Oh, I have a feeling it's probably going to say 195. Dang! I'll take it, friends. I'll take it. That's a win right there. Alright, let's shut this thing off and save some fuel. Get the windows rolled down too and get some airflow going through here. I was going to work out tonight, but I'm not sure I'm going to. I actually ate 2 hamburgers for supper, some Sun Chips, and 1 piece of corn on the cob. Halfway decent sized piece. Then I stepped on the scale and I was 196.2 pounds. That's pretty good for a filled up stomach, and a glass of milk as well. That's the best meal that I've had in the last 2 to 3 days, easy. Like I just said a second ago, my diet really hasn't been that great, but I burn more calories than I take in every day. And what it comes down to, maybe I'm making excuses, but I really just don't want to spend a lot of money on food. So I just eat food just to kill the hunger pain. Like, oh, I'm hungry, I'll eat a peanut butter sandwich. And I'll drink a glass of milk. And then maybe I'll do that once more today. And altogether, I probably had like 60 grams of protein. When I should be taking in about 175 every day. But my main thing right now is getting down to 185 on the old Get Fit series. We can start eating more protein later and bump the calories up and do all that fun stuff later. But right now, I'm just focused on getting down to 185. So yeah, friends, as I said earlier in the video, or did I can't quite remember. I said this job's just a paycheck for me. And well, it kind of just is a paycheck for me. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to do the best job that I can do. I'm not going to show up and just stand around with my hands in my pocket. I am getting paid to work, so I am going to work. And when you work at work, the day goes a lot faster than if you stand around and just try to pass the time. You can't really do that on the back dock, because if there's stuff to do, there's stuff to do, and you got to get it done. Now, as far as the pay, I could go somewhere and start out and make more money than what I'm making right now. Like, I think since I'm in the highest paid department, it took me 2 weeks to get there. Not even quite 2 weeks, and I made it to the highest paying department at the company that I'm working for, which I'm working over at Caterpillar. I wasn't going to tell you guys that, but I'm working in CAT, but I don't work for CAT. I work for one of the companies that CAT hires to get their work done cheaper. Yes, I work for one of those companies. Now, if I applied for Caterpillar, I really think I could probably get on. And, well, let you guys in on a little secret. Most of the jobs at Caterpillar, they look pretty easy. And, well, they are pretty easy. Like standing in front of a machine and not really working that hard. In fact, the guys, the VSI group that I work for, the CAT guys will even tell you. And I've had one of the CAT guys tell me, they say the VSI guys work harder than the Caterpillar guys. And for the most part, that's probably true. And we make less money. So, yeah, I mean, here's the reason that I took this job. Because, well, it's money coming in. And having money coming in is better than having no money come in. And well, I'm trying to figure some things out right now, guys. Like, I'm not going to quit van life and living off the grid. I'm still going to do that. But when am I going to hit the road? I told the guys at work I'm leaving in April, but next April. But, you know, there's a lot of different things in life that I don't really tell you guys all about. Like, when I talk about escaping the Matrix, I think some of you guys get the wrong idea about that. But here's the thing. Are you really free in life? And do you really have life freedom until you're financially free? And how many people have financial freedom in life? And here's another question. Are your chances at becoming financially free better and having more freedom in life living in a van, perhaps down by the river? Nothing wrong with that. With the solar panels on the roof, you're not paying the power company anymore. And well, you're out in nature all day. And well, I love gold prospecting and I like gold mining, so being out doing that type of stuff, well, is it better to go to work all day? Is it funner? Is it more exciting? So anyways, guys, I personally don't think you're free in life until you have financial freedom. Now, living in a van allows you to be more free because it takes less money. And you don't have to work as much to pay for the house payment, the plumber who came and fixed the toilet and the water pipes, the furnace that just went out, and all the other stuff that goes along with owning a home. Now, I'm not against owning a home. It's just I'd rather pay cash for it when I do it. And personally, I'd probably buy a piece of property before I just go and take a loan out to buy a house or something like that. My plan is to live nomadically off the grid, perhaps out of my van, and build wealth. Why I build wealth, and then, like I said, I'm more interested in buying a piece of property right now before I am buying a house. Anyways, as far as escaping the Matrix goes, guys, I'm pretty big into investing and trading, and I have been for a while now. Now, I haven't been doing as much trading as I would like. I've got to get some more funds in there, but I do have some investments made. And, well, I believe you need to get your first $100,000. I think when you have your first 100K outright in your hand and you don't owe anybody anything and you have 100K sitting in your hand, you can really start making that money work for you. I think that's really the amount of money that when you get, you can invest it maybe, say, in a high yield savings and let it sit. Like just the other day, Moomoo, which is an investing app, they have like 8.3% interest yield on uninvested money. Now, I'll have to read the fine print and see how much money you can put in there and build 8.3% interest on in 3 months. But let's just say you had $100,000 and you just let it sit there for 3 months. 8.3% interest yield? I don't have a calculator right now and I can't do the numbers, but you're making some money. And well, there's other high yield savings accounts. A lot of them are 4.5, but there are 15 point something high yield savings accounts out there. And anyways, you get more money, you can buy more shares of stock, which one thing I'm doing right now is I'm working on getting my first 1,000 shares bought of a Pacific company, an airline. And there's other companies that I'm working on getting my shares bought as well, perhaps like 100 shares. But the whole 1,000 shares things is once you get 1,000 shares bought of stock, I'll just say this: when I get 1,000 shares bought of this company that I'm buying, and I buy it down at $3 and it goes up to $17, $18, and let's say this happens every year, I buy it down at $3 and the thing goes up to $18, guess what? Every dollar it goes up, I get $1,000. Anyways, guys, I watch quite a bit of YouTube investing stuff, and all the information out there it's all out there to be successful investing. And that's really my biggest thing right now is getting my first 100K. And yes, I have started. I'm hedging my portfolio. Like, I'll give you guys one right now. Nvidia was up to $1,000 a share. And now we are back with, the stock split, which means it gets reduced in price so new people can actually afford to buy it, because a lot of people can't afford to buy a stock that's $1,000 a share. Anyway, the stock split and it's down in the low hundreds now. And it's only a matter of time before it's back up to $200 again. So my next paycheck, I might be buying some NVIDIA. More than likely, I probably will be buying some NVIDIA. And anyway, you buy so much of one stock, and then when it hits a certain number, you have your investment launched. Like, per se, I'm going to put so much in NVIDIA. I'm going to put $1,000 in when it reaches $100 a share. And then when it hits $200 a share, guess what? You got 10 shares and you just made $100 per share. You just made $1,000 profit. Well, let's say you put $2,000 in. Well, you just made $2,000 profit. And then there's options trading, which gives you leverage. I could really go in and talk all about that. I want to suggest options for everybody, but get yourself a good financial mentor. I have like 4, 5, 6 of them that I watch on YouTube, and sometimes I think it's a little bit overwhelming because I watch this one group called the Stock Squad, and then I watch all their individual channels as well, and it's like I got quite a few people that I'm watching, and it's like a lot of people, I feel like they watch everybody else and then they bring it to the table and they just tell you what everybody else is saying with their own twist on it. So I feel like you could watch 1 to 2 people and you would get everything that you needed to know. But regardless, that's one of my pastimes, watching investment videos and stuff. And yeah, that's really where my head is right now, is getting my first 100K. And I'm going to use investing and trading to do it. So no, that doesn't mean that I won't go out and buy another van. And that's really my plan, is to get a van and get it all camped out inside, camper build. And I'm going to go out in the woods somewhere where I have internet service, and I am going to trade and invest. Yep, I'll be on the road doing my stock stuff. Now, the great thing about stocks is you can do it anywhere. But yeah, that's really where I've been at, guys. I just really want my financial freedom. And yeah, that's really where my head is for the most part. And the Get Fit series, we're continuing that. We'll be there soon. Get down to 185 and just keep doing what I'm doing. Holy cow. I've already talked for 11 minutes. That's kind of crazy. Beautiful night out. Beautiful evening out. Perfect with the windows down. But yeah, guys, just working right now. Working out. And I will be moving to second shift here soon. 3 to 11:30, excuse me. About said 3 to 11, but you got that half an hour lunch. So 3 to 11:30. And the reason that I took the afternoon shift was I'm training on days right now. But my whole thing is, well, I can wake up in the morning. I can still do the stock market stuff. And I can still get my weightlifting sessions in and go for bike rides and do all that first thing in the morning when I'm fresh. I don't have to come home after work after I've been on my feet all day and wore out and sweat my shirt out 3 times and then do a workout still. I'm going to be a lot more fresh, a lot more energized in the morning, and I am going to put my best into my workouts. And the job that I have, I'll do just fine there. I'll do just fine. I won't be too wore out or anything. But yeah. So get my stuff done in the morning for me. You know that saying? You got to go home and work harder on yourself than you do at your job. My job isn't everything. That's not who makes me who I am. My job is just something that I'm using right now to become a better version of myself. And that's the way that I look at it. So for right now, I just got to keep working, making money. And I said that my job was just a paycheck. And the reason that I said that is because there's a lot of other places that I could go and I could make more money than what I'm making right now, like $17 an hour. I know there's places that I could go that I could be making 21, 22, 23 hours, $23 an hour. I could be making $800 to $1,000 a week. And I asked myself, why don't I do that? Because right now, I'm going to be making like a little bit over $2,000 a month unless I work overtime to make more money. I could just go get a better job and make $3,000, $4,000 a month working like a 40-hour week. You see the appeal of that? But I took this job because it's a job to get going and to make money, and it gives me a little bit of time to think. What do I really want to do? Well, I know I want to go out west, and I actually want to film the content that I want to film for this YouTube channel. Just working right now, making money. I pay a lot of attention to the investment stuff. That's fun. Like, if you follow sports and like sports, that's kind of how I compare investing and trading. You find a stock, you research it, you follow it, and you make plays. You know, you're going to knock that one out of the park. Like just yesterday, Palantir had an earnings report. And man, I wish I had more money to put into it because it went up to like from $22 up to $27. And I believe Palantir is going to go up to like $35, $40, guys, in the next 2 to 3 months. Anyways, let's say, hypothetically speaking, that you bought 1,000 shares worth of options. Options give you a little bit more leverage for the smaller account holder. They're a little bit riskier because they have expiration dates on them, and if your contract expires and it's in the red, which means it's negative money, it means you lose money. But you learn how to read the market, and you learn how to read the candlesticks, and you follow the stock, and you know the levels. Like, stocks have ranges, guys, like low, middle, high, and then there's like a brick wall. And a lot of times the stock will hit a brick wall right here, and it won't go past. This is called resistance. And when it hits resistance, what happens is it usually gets pushed down to a lower level. You got a brick wall right here, which is called resistance, and you got a lower level, which is called support. So in between here are your ranges. And well, when you learn how to read the candlesticks and you learn how to read the charts, because why? What do we do? What do we do when it comes to trading stocks? We trade with the charts and not our hearts. We don't get emotionally invested in this stuff. We don't get emotionally tied to this stuff. We trade with the charts and not our hearts. Anyways, support, resistance. And you start figuring out these levels, and a lot of stuff in the stock market happens over and over and over again. It's just a rinse and repeat. I watch this guy that makes $100K every year. I think he starts with, it's either $1,000 or $10,000, and I know that's quite a big difference, but this guy's been doing it a while, and what he does is he makes $100,000 on call options, which means he's betting on the price of the stock to go up, and then after he makes his first $100K that way, he makes $100K on puts, which means we're making money as the market goes down. Because when you know your levels, and you know where you are in the charts, and you know that you're coming up and you're hitting resistance here, and you know that you're going to get pushed back down, and then if you do break resistance, you have a stop loss. You know how you become a better trader? You actually become better at trading by knowing how to become a better loser. You start limiting your losses, which has a lot to do with knowing the charts and knowing your levels. And when you break past resistance, a lot of times what happens is you break into a whole new threshold. It's a rocket ship. And then support and resistance, well, what happens is resistance becomes your new support line, and now you have a new resistance line. And now you're in a whole new range. So, yeah, guys, maybe you can tell I'm really into this stuff. I really like it. I really enjoy it. And I was just making the example about Palantir. Palantir had earnings yesterday, and they went up like from 22 something. I think I saw them about 27 today. So just imagine you would have had 1,000 shares bought. And if you have more cash, it would have cost you like $23,000 to make this move, to buy 1,000 shares. And I wouldn't even be scared to do it because I believe we're going up to 35 or 40. And actually, if you're going to hold for a year or so, and I do have some investments like that. Some investments are long-term investments. Some investments are short-term investments. Some are swing trades, and some are long-term trades. Long-term trades. Swing trades are like a day, 2, 3, actually that's a day. A day trade's all done in the same day. Whenever you hold overnight or hold for a few days, that's called a swing trade. You can make swing trades like by 2 or 3 months increments or by 2 to 3 week increments. It's all about knowing support and resistance. If you want to make a swing trade and you see your stock down the support line and you believe that it's going to be touching resistance again, well, you could put in money right here and then you could sell right here. But if it dipped down below, you would have a stop loss so you would know when to get out. That's not being emotionally attached. Some people get attached and, oh, it's going down, 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 it's going down. Oh, it'll come back up, it will come back up. Those people are called bag holders because all they do is they hold a bag of money, and all that happens is the money starts getting less valuable and less valuable, and now they don't have any money to trade with. And the stock crashes out, and they either have to hold a long time until the stock goes back up, And most stocks will go back up if you have a good quality company. And that's like some things in the stock market, good quality companies, it's almost so easy to make money that is stupid. People say you have to have a whole bunch of money and stuff, but it's really not true. You do have to have some money to invest and trade with, but like, you can do a lot with $5,000. You can create a lot of wealth with $5,000. There's people out there that will take $5,000 and turn it into $100,000 because they know how to read the charts and they know the game. It's a game. It's like sports. It's a game. The more that you put practice in, the more that you put knowledge in, and the more that you put the work in, you're going to be better prepared and you're going to be better at it. But I can't believe that I've went 21 minutes on this conversation so far, guys. Hopefully some of you guys are finding it interesting. But, yeah. That's pretty much all I have, guys. That's where my head is right now. Like I said, working right now, and the reason I took this job is because it's better than not doing anything, and it gives me some time to think a little bit. Like, what do I really want to do? Well, I know I want to get my first 100K. I know I want to do that. So there's a lot of different stuff going on, guys. Like the shed, and eventually, as I've talked before, this place will be getting sold. And there's just a lot of stuff in my head, and I don't really know how to put everything in the words. So hopefully you guys can kind of see where I'm at and what I'm thinking. I definitely haven't given up on van life and gold mining. I would love to go to Alaska and dredge for gold in the ocean and be up there in Nome on the beach mining. I would love to buy a house there or a piece of property and actually have a place to go to that I can camp out at. But it costs a lot of money to get to Nome and go gold mining on that front. And right now it's cheaper for me to go out west and be able to film my content. And food's cheaper here, and my budget allows me to do stuff here in the lower 48, but I don't have enough money to go to Nome right now. So if anybody's wondering about my Nome, Alaska idea, I really would like to go there and do it, but I'm facing the facts. I need more money to do it. So yeah, guys, that's where I'm at in life. I'm really just working on my finances, and you gotta have the money to live. So I'm just giving myself some time to think. Because it's like, I know that there are better paying jobs out there, but at least I have a job right now and I'm making money. And well, I'm just kind of trying to decide, like, how long do I want to work somewhere? Do I want to continue working until I have my 100K in my hand? Or do I want to hedge my portfolio out? Like, let's say I hedge my stock portfolio out. That, like, hedging is when you buy something and then you hold on to it until it gets to the price that you want, and you know how much you're going to get. Like, when this investment comes through, I'll have $10,000 made. So maybe I want to hedge my portfolio out to like maybe 30, 40 grand. And then depending on where life's at, all right, well, I'm ready to go out west now and go film YouTube content and get back out on the road and go gold prospecting. Because, like I said, I really haven't done anything for myself in a long time. Like, I haven't really had fun in a long time. Like, yeah, you guys see me being goofy and stuff, but I have so many ideas of stuff I want to do that I'm not doing. And I hate to use money as the excuse, but it is a factor. You can still have fun on a low budget, don't get me wrong. Like, when I go out gold prospecting and I'm living in the van, I really enjoy that, and I really don't spend that much money. In fact, if I had money to buy a house right now, would I do it? No, I wouldn't do it. I would just get another van and go out west and live that lifestyle, because I've had more fun living that way than I have anything else that I've ever done. So hopefully I'm making some sense to you guys. Maybe I'll be back to elaborate on some of this, but at least you guys know my thoughts and know how I'm thinking a little bit. So that's where I'm at, guys. And thank you for watching another long video by MBV Vlogs, a sit-down chat. Holy crap, we made it about 30 minutes on this one. All right, guys, I'm just going to upload this whole thing, and I might not even watch the re-edit, so hopefully this makes sense. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. And why do I have my glasses on? Those are my work glasses. They're the Carhartt safety glasses. All right, friends, I'm out, and I'll talk to you later.